Hey everyone, it's Types, and today I'm going to be playing the best Pokemon deck probably ever, and it is in Pokemon TCG Live's expanded format, and it is kind of revolved around some glitches. So first of all, the main glitch here is you take a Pokemon with ability lock, say like this Mimikyu or this Lunatone, and I believe both of these work fine. I've done a little bit of testing. It kind of ruins people's days because they just can't play the game anymore. Pretty much you do this and then the game stops working for them. But yeah, you have these Pokemon. You have in play. I don't believe it needs to be in the active. And then you just scoop it up into your hand with something like Super Scoop Up, Scoop Up Net, or Penny. And then pretty much the rest of our deck is designed to get there as fast as possible. You want to go first. And then you just draw through your deck. And then you use Dedenne, Crobat V Squawkabilly EX. All sorts of other turbo cards. And then the one last really interesting piece here is Blaine's Quiz Show. Blaine's Quiz Show is not necessary for this deck, but it is a nice addition because it essentially functioned as a card that's not in your deck at all because you can't ever draw it. Blaine's Quiz Show doesn't do anything. It literally just sits on the bottom of your deck. It's literally impossible to draw. In fact, if I get a chance, I'll show you what I mean by that. So it's kind of weird, kind of funky. Blaine's Quiz Show essentially just doesn't work at all in the game. It doesn't do anything. You can't draw it, and if it's in your deck, it's not really in your deck. It's very strange. But pretty much we're playing with a 56-card deck to make our deck a little bit more consistent. And by the way, I wouldn't really recommend playing Expanded right now because like every deck in the game doesn't work. Not every deck, but the format doesn't really work because there's decks in the game, so I imagine a lot of people are going to be playing this deck. Who knows, maybe we'll see a mirror match, which will just not be fun because we'll just kind of... okay, we got first, so if we went second and we were in the mirror match, we'd probably just lose, but we did get to go first, so that's nice. Against Test 7777 here. And this hand's fine, it should be good enough. So we have, I guess we don't need the air balloons. I thought the Pokemon had to be in the active, but air balloons can be useful. Actually, no, air balloons not really useful. You could cut it for some other card that just draws a card like Judge, Whistle, or whatever. Let's see, Rose Tower. I mean, this is fine. We need to flip a heads here, at least one a heads between two cards. I'm going to Quick Ball away. I imagine this air balloon. As I said, we don't need that. Grab ourselves out of the deck, probably Squawkabilly. Okay, so this is an interesting thing. So you see when you go and search your deck for a card, all the cards are now in your, they're not in your deck. It's very strange, but it says we have 4 cards left in deck. Those are the 4 Blaine's Quiz Shows. Those are not, if I go and search my deck for them, none of them are prized. Yeah, none of them are in deck. They'd be supporters, so they'd be right here, but you just can't find them anywhere. So anyways, I'll grab Squawkabilly EX. I think that's fine. And then we can go ahead and bench. We don't even need to bench it. I guess before I scoop up, I need to bench it. So hopefully we flip heads here. We did flip heads, so we just won the game, and our opponent can't do anything now. So return this to my hand and pass. And we, as I said, we just won. So yeah, this is pretty much the state that Live's in right now. It's kind of unfortunate because it doesn't really work very well at all. I don't know if you can really pull this glitch off in Standard. I think they banned all the cards, but I'm sure there are other glitches, like the Blaine's Quiz Show glitch is just crazy. Yeah, so right now our opponent can't do anything, at all. I don't know exactly what they can and can't do, but I know they can't play any cards, and so they will time out eventually. And then I don't know if they can, see stuff. I don't know what they have on their screen. But yeah, as I said, all I know is that they're going to lose right now, and they're probably just sitting there being a bit unhappy right now. So while I'm at it, I guess I'll say subscribe. Also, don't do this on the ladder. Don't do this. This is kind of toxic. I'm just doing it for the purpose of a video. And also, Pokemon, if you see this glitch, please patch it. It's a big, big deal. Obviously, it's an issue in the Standard format, but it's an issue in Expanded as well. And Expanded is very important to the game. So, or at least some alternate format, and Live's chosen to take that as Expanded format, which is fine. And honestly, the limited expanded isn't that... I mean, okay, obviously this is really bad, but if a theoretical format just from... Because regular expand is supposed to be black and white on, which includes 6 years worth of sets in addition to live expanded, which is sun and moon on. Honestly, live expand is cool, though, because you get... realistically, and full expanded, there are a few cards that are just super broken, like a few trainers, like Versus Seeker and Battle Compressor, which are they're insanely overpowered. They're kind of fun, but they're broken. And then there's some like impossible to get cards like Tropical Beach or the H-Specs. Those are easier to get now, but before they were essentially impossible. And Tropical Beach is impossible to get. And then there were like some toxic Pokemon, like Shaman EX was kind of toxic. Vileplume was kind of toxic. Of course, this is still toxic, but those were toxic when they were working right. And so those Pokemon are nice to like kind of get rid of. Sure, you will still have some obnoxious cards like Glaring Weezing is kind of toxic, but it's not that bad. And then you like the attackers were all kind of bad, like stuff like Keldeo EX, which used to be a very good attacker. Just it can't compete with the levels of something like, say, Lapras VMAX, which isn't even that good in the format, but it's better than Keldeo. And so that's why things get a bit like, it doesn't really, all the cool attackers that are from the full expand format, they're not that cool because they can't compete. So that's why I'd say like live expand format's actually pretty solid. Yeah, of course, ignoring this. So yeah, I think we should win in a second. They'll time out, and then we'll win. So, yeah, obviously this video isn't too long. I could play another game, but I feel like I don't really want to do that to you guys or to my opponents. So, yeah, play this deck, though, if you want to get some wins. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. And please send this to Pokemon and other people so they know about the glitch so that they can, like, get it fixed sooner because it's just annoying. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'm excited to see you in the next video. Also, please, don't be toxic. See ya.